Hello and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Courtney, and in today's crystal video, I'm going to be talking about a stone that has the power to cause a breakthrough in your life. You may be surprised by the calming effects of the lovely lepidolite. This crystal really helps you find the deeper meaning behind the discomfort that you may be experiencing. I feel like this is definitely a crystal that we can benefit from in today's world. So let's really unpack this and dive into today's video. So some key words that are related to lepidolite are emotional healing and balance, purification, serenity, relaxation, and stress relief. This stone is a potassium, lithium, aluminum silicate, and it should be avoided when it comes to water. Not only does this stone contain a lithium makeup, which is very calming, but the appearance also has this soothing vibe as well. The color really ranges. It can be a light pink to a purple to a lavender, although lepidolite can also be like a gray or white or even colorless. Lepidolite deposits are found in Africa, Brazil, Greenland, and the United States of America. The chakras that are associated with this stone are the heart chakra and the third eye chakra. So I have one piece of lepidolite. It is a small tumbled piece that I got about 2 months ago. And when I got home and I kind of started working with it, I did pretty quickly see how it does have this really calming effect to it. I know a lot of you out there are looking for crystals and stones that really have this calming energy, and I feel like lepidolite's description fits that perfectly. Lepidolite is most effective in calming frayed nerves, helping one to release stress and worry, and really putting one on a path of willing acceptance. It is at its best when life is at its most challenging. So when you are facing angry people, financial woes, loss of a job or a partner, or need to make a big life change in a short amount of time. So I kind of want to dissect that and kind of help you understand the energy or the feeling that this stone really emits. This stone's energy, at least to me, really emits a very calming energy that is almost numbing. If I had to really categorize this stone, I would say it really does feel to me like a prescription crystal. If you are currently going through a really hard time in your life, I will say, this energy might not be as strong or numbing for you as it was for me, because I am not currently going through a really hard time in my life. Its energy might affect me differently than someone who is going through a really hard time. It might not be as numbing. It might be that relief to keep going that you really need. Lepidolite is a stone of serenity, and this trait extends in many directions. It encourages one to respond to hostility without putting up defenses and to find the path of harmonious action. It really does help see problems as opportunities to learn. It encourages the eyes to see beauty, even in tarnished surroundings. If one is depressed, it allows for the willing descent into the grief beneath the depression, and the understanding that most of the suffering was not in grief, but in one's resistance to feeling it. Lepidolite offers support to those with depressive tendencies or who have experienced extreme worry. It can help slow down one's thoughts, assisting one to live in the present moment. Maybe you're feeling really disconnected and lost in life right now. I know this last year has radically changed so many people's lives, and a lot of people are still living in fear and hopelessness daily. If that is the case, then this stone is truly for you. I know, looking back, at my spiritual journey, I have definitely recovered from a fearful, self-sabotaging mindset and have truly been set free to my own inner wisdom. And this past year, I have definitely been tested, as many of you have. There were times and circumstances where I had to choose what kind of mindset I was going to have. Am I going to have a fearful mindset, or am I going to persevere and know that things are going to get better? Everything that we have gone through in this past year is part of our growth. when we dive into ourselves, understanding ourselves on a deeper level, when we face those hardships and we have the energetic tools to support us, it really does set us up for major breakthroughs in our life. Lepidolite is also a stone of spiritual purification, and meditation with it can clear blocked energies in any chakra and throughout the meridian system. It can dispel negative thoughts and remove negative emotional attachments such as resentment and envy. Lepidolite is helpful in balancing emotional extremes. It allows one to find a strong, stable emotional center so that the minor upsets and turbulences of life don't put one in an emotional tailspin. I've noticed this stone pairs really well with other soft energy crystals. So for example, morganite, amethyst, kunzite, and amazonite are some of the crystals I've been experimenting with. When working with the stone, I find it really fun to find a good pairing with lepidolite. You know, depending on where you're at in your life, you can really narrow down the intention you want to set by doing a crystal pairing. Recently, I have been pairing lepidolite with amethyst for some better sleep. I've also been doing this with amazonite because I find that amethyst and amazonite really do help with me going to bed at night. I do have trouble falling asleep sometimes. So lepidolite, putting that in the mix has definitely given my mind and my body some deep relaxation before I fall asleep. So I definitely recommend incorporating some lepidolite next to your bed or under your pillow if you want to get better night's sleep. To really wrap up what lepidolite is this deeply relaxing energy, and it is one of the most powerful stones to combat stress, fear, anxiety, worry, and other traumatic emotional frequencies. Our frequencies are so important. I know on my channel, a lot of the stones and crystals I talk about, it's a lot of high energy, positive energy, good energy, a lot of light aspects. And as many of you know, on this spiritual journey, we do have to face hardships. We do have to face those shadow elements, things such as trauma, abuse, codependency, addictions. Dealing with real life issues is part of our own personal spiritual journeys. And I personally believe that when we connect with a crystal, when we dive into our soul, when we unlock our voice and tap into that love frequency, we can transform any darkness into light. We can reemerge out of the shadows. If you are currently struggling, this stone can tremendously shift your reality into the peaceful state that you crave. Alrighty guys, so that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked this video and you feel inspired to work with some lepidolite, let me know by liking this video. If you have done any personal work with lepidolite, if it's shifted your reality, helped you get out of a hard time, I would love to hear it in the comments below, and I'm sure someone would really benefit from hearing your story as well, so definitely don't be shy. If you are new here, I would love it if you subscribed. Come on and check out some of my other videos. Thanks again for being here, and I will see you in my next one.